Hey everyone, this is Take Shot Action, and today we're going to be talking about PewDiePie. Yay, Take Shot Action's making another PewDiePie video. No, I didn't add in PewDiePie into the, thumbnail or anything like that, so if anyone turns around and goes, he's just making more PewDiePie videos, I just fucking came back to YouTube and people are making shit about PewDiePie, so I'm talking about it. Um, a lot of people are talking about PewDiePie being racist, so today I'm here to talk to everyone who doesn't understand that he's not actually racist about what context is. Okay? So to anyone saying that PewDiePie is racist, he used the N-word in a video. He let it slip out while he was spinning around in circles in a chair while his blood was bubbling around in his brain, okay? There's something called context. All right, and most of you understand where I'm going with this and know that PewDiePie wasn't being racist by using the N-word. If a black person was to use that word to a friend or something like that, or they even said that word, there would be no kind of issue. The same goes if I'm a white guy and I turn around and I say cracker, no one's gonna turn around and be like you're a racist because I'm using a derogatory term towards white people. But and I'm a white guy, so like no one's gonna call me out for saying that. I can say that word out loud, but I can't say the N word out loud, which I did in my last stream. I actually used that word to describe a situation in which people could be racist. So it was actually the context behind my words. PewDiePie's context behind using the N word was actually just random usage of a word. There wasn't any attack on an ethnicity. There wasn't an attack on anyone. And why is it that everyone can go around using words like faggot and and when 10% of the world is gay and 90% of the world is considered mostly straight? I'm not I might not be incredibly 100% accurate with that, but you get the gist of it. Why is it that everyone can go around calling people faggots or call your friends faggots? You're just like, you're a faggot or something like that to your friend, and you can't turn around and use that word. I think if you're going to say that this ethnicity can use this word and this ethnicity can't use this word, that actually makes you a racist. And believe it or not, that's just how it is. And it's also the context of how you use it. Just him saying the word, he's now being called a racist. And that doesn't make any sense to me. It means that people are putting him on some sort of pedestal, or they're holding him to a higher standard than other YouTubers who get away with saying this all the time. I've seen so many YouTubers use the N-word that are white, that are Hispanic, that are any kind of ethnicity you can possibly think of. People use that word. Okay? And now because it's PewDiePie, everyone wants to run around and start calling him a racist because he used a word with no context. Okay? There was no context behind the word and people are calling him racist. And this is what doesn't make sense to me about this. People are very, very, very oversensitive. Okay? People are oversensitive to the point where anyone of any group, if they say anything, they will go completely crazy. And that's actually segregating and choosing to only want to hear a certain group and only allow a certain group to say a certain thing. You're actually discriminating against people when you do that. So it doesn't make any sense to me as to why you can turn around and say that this person can say it, but this person can't. And this person can call their friends it, but this person can't. That in itself is discrimination. Okay? Now, if he turned around and he said, these people are the N-word, or something like that, or he specifically called out a certain ethnicity and called them a derogatory name, that would be racist. But what he did was use the word with zero context. And when you're using a word with zero context, you shouldn't really be considered a racist. You should just be considered someone who says random, inappropriate words at times. And yeah. So I'm going to say to people straight off the bat, don't use this word because people are oversensitive. They're not going to handle it. We can call people crackers, us white people. We really don't give a fuck. That word doesn't bother us at all. And of course, I know there was a whole history behind the N-word. I'm not an idiot. I know what happened in the past, but it's in the past for a reason. And most of those people who use that word for that particular reason are now dead. We're in a new era and a new time. And if you really wanted the word to die, there wouldn't be, I mean, obviously everyone wants the word to die to some extent, but there wouldn't be people of the ethnicity that have been hurt by this word going around and saying this word if they weren't ready for it to die. Okay, if it was really that offensive, why is it that people of certain ethnicities can use certain words, but other people of ethnicities can't use certain words? That's actually discriminating against other people, believe it or not. And I see that. It's very obvious to me. Um, so, yeah, if you're going to go after someone and say, I hate you crackers, like you white people or something like that, that's racist. Okay, that is specifically going out of the way to target a said group of people. If you turn around and you say, I hate all you N-words, that is racist. You're going out of your way to target a specific group of people. But if you use the word cracker or the N-word, and yes, I'm only saying one of those words. It's completely ridiculous that I can just say that word because I'm white. Like, what the fuck does that mean? I really wish I was black right now to make this video. I really, really do. Because then I'd just be using the word and explaining to you all that he wasn't being racist. Um, so anyone who's had any kind of hurt feeling from this really hasn't analyzed the situation, and then to turn around and call that person a racist, all you've done is deflect your emotional feelings of that word and how people have used that word maybe against you, and that's unfortunate, but you've used that to emotionally deflect onto a man who has made his context non-existent. Okay? And that's not acceptable behavior. You can't just do that. You can't just reflect all your emotion onto someone based off nothing. It makes no sense. So to say that he's racist based off no context is completely insane. Just using a word in general does not make you a racist. I find that concept to be completely ridiculous. We are articulate, sentient beings with the ability of language. And when you have the ability of language, you use said language in certain ways. And it doesn't necessarily mean you're anything. It doesn't mean, if, if I turned around and I said, I hate bitches, does that necessarily mean I hate all women? No, it means that I hate really, really bitchy people. And that can go for guys too. There's bitches that are guys, there's bitches that are chicks, and I don't like, a lot of people say, don't call us, don't use chicks and stuff like that. It's just slang. It's slang. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that I'm sexist. It doesn't mean that I'm homophobic. It doesn't mean that I'm xenophobic. It doesn't mean that I'm racist. Can we stop with all this shit? It's pissing everyone off. If he went out of his way to attack black people with the N-word, he would be a racist. He's not a racist with no context. And that's why I'm making this video today, because you can't just emotionally deflect your own issues onto other people who are being innocent. So with all that said and out the way, I'm sure most of you get the concept of this very, very, very well. You understand it very well, but to others, they're really not going to understand. So yeah, with all that said and out the way, take care and everyone. I love you all very much.